My name is Olivia Carter. I am 31 years old. For years, I believed my life was predictable and safe. I believed love meant loyalty. I believed friendship meant protection. I was wrong. I was married to Daniel Brooks for 6 years. He was quiet, logical, and dependable. He wasn't romantic, but he was stable, and I thought that was enough. Our life was simple. I woke up early, made coffee, and left for my job in Manchester. In the evenings, Daniel and I shared dinner and talked about small things. It wasn't exciting, but it felt secure. My best friend was Sophie Miller. She was the opposite of me, loud, impulsive, always chasing drama. I was the calm one, the helper, the listener. I helped her with rent, with relationships, with work problems. She always told me, I would never hurt you, Liv. You're my family. I believed her. One night, Sophie called me crying. Olivia, I lost my job. My boyfriend threw me out. I don't have anywhere to stay. Without thinking, I said, come stay with us. Just for a few weeks. When I told Daniel, he hesitated. For how long? He asked. Just until she gets back on her feet. He nodded. All right. I thought that was kindness. I didn't know it was an invitation. At first, Sophie acted grateful. She hugged me every day. She cleaned the flat. She cooked dinner and thanked me constantly. I owe you everything, she said. But slowly, things shifted. She stopped asking before using my things. She wore my clothes, my jewelry, my perfume. When I mentioned it, she laughed. We're basically sisters. Why does it matter? It mattered. I just didn't want to fight. She started waiting for Daniel in the evenings. She sat beside him on the sofa, laughed at everything he said. One night, Daniel told me, Sophie is easy to talk to. She listens. I felt something cold inside my chest. I listen too, I said quietly. He paused, then replied, not the same way. From that day, Daniel changed. He stayed up late talking to her. He answered me slowly. He stared at his phone when I spoke. When I tried to talk about it, both of them dismissed me. You're overthinking, Daniel said. You're stressed, Sophie added. Work is getting to you. I started doubting myself. I felt guilty for being suspicious. At night, Daniel turned away from me in bed. The silence felt heavier than any argument. One afternoon, I came home early from work. Daniel and Sophie were in the kitchen. They jumped apart when they saw me. Oh, you're home early, Sophie said too quickly. Daniel wouldn't meet my eyes. That night, I asked him directly, is something going on between you and Sophie? He sighed. Why do you always assume the worst? I apologized. That apology still haunts me. A week later, I left work early because of a migraine. The flat was quiet. Too quiet. The bedroom door was locked. I heard laughter. My hands started shaking. I unlocked the door. For a moment, my brain refused to understand what I was seeing. Sophie screamed and grabbed the sheets. Daniel sat on the bed, calm, wrapping a towel around himself. I trusted you, I whispered. My voice felt far away. Sophie cried. Olivia, please listen. Don't, I said. Just don't. I looked at Daniel. You watched me help her. You watched me trust her. And you did this. He said nothing. Anger, shame, heartbreak, everything crashed into me at once. Get out, I said. Sophie shook her head. Get out of my home. Both of you. Now. She packed quickly, crying loudly. Daniel dressed slowly, like this was just a small inconvenience. Before leaving, Sophie looked at me and said, I never thought you'd react like this. That sentence broke something inside me permanently. After they left, the flat felt hollow. I sat on the bed for hours, staring at the wall. Daniel sent messages, apologies, excuses, blame, then silence. Some friends supported me. Others asked why I trusted Sophie so much. That hurt more than they knew. 4 days, I stayed alone. Every room felt like a memory of lies. One morning, I stood in front of the mirror. I didn't recognize the woman staring back. That day, I packed my bags. I left the flat. I left the marriage. I left the friendship. I didn't leave weak. I left awake. Now I understand something clearly. Betrayal doesn't start in a bedroom. It starts when we ignore our instincts. When we choose comfort over truth. I lost 2 people I trusted. But I found myself. And that matters more than anything I lost.